YouTube. It's your girl April, and this is Conversations with Soft Rain. You know, I have been having some. I'm just gonna be real, raw, and unfiltered with y'all tonight. I have been having some reservations and some anxiety a little bit about starting to push out content because, like I told y'all, this is brand new territory I'm walking in. So, but tonight, everything just came to a head for me. It's been a long week. And the icing on the cake came when my ceiling started to leak from my AC. I have been up and down in my attic 3 times trying to be Miss Fix It and figure out what's going on with my AC. So, in doing so, the word perseverance came. Also, in doing so, the plight of the independent woman came to mind. And I was gonna do my hair, make sure my eyebrows were looking fabulous. They look okay now though. I'm satisfied with them. Put some earrings on, put a nice little cute shirt on to come talk to y'all. But you know what? Y'all gonna get me just like I am. But in doing so, everybody loves to say, "Oh, she's independent. She doesn't need a man." But you know what? Let's be real. Nobody ever talks about the cost of that independence. Nobody talks about the nights where strong feels like a punishment instead of a blessing. And I say that because once everything was going on with my AC, my mom was like, "Why don't you call such and such?" I'm like, "Mom, I'm going to figure it out. I got this. We don't need to call anybody." But turns out we probably will have to make a phone call tomorrow. But I wanted to open up this conversation about the plight of the independent woman. And I'm not talking about the Instagram version, the boss babe quotes that you see, but honestly, just the real raw truth behind what it means to carry everything on your shoulders. Independence is powerful. It is. Don't get me wrong. Being able to pay your bills, make your own decisions, and build life on your own terms. That's something to be proud of course. It's a crown. But for a lot of us, we earned it the hard way. And there's another side to it. That same crown, sometimes it feels like a cage. It really does. Because when you're always the one in control, when you're always the one who has to figure it out, people start to believe that you don't need anything or anyone. They stop checking on you. They stop offering help. And you know what? I have a hard time receiving help. I feel guilt. Sometimes we're going to talk about that too. You know what? And sometimes, well, not sometimes, the irony is independent wasn't a choice for us. For so many of us women, it came out of survival, out of necessity, out of, being let down so many times. You know what? It's tough in relationships. When a woman is independent, she's suddenly, intimidating. She's too much. Men, I've been told by men, "Oh, you don't need me." Or they assume you don't know how to be soft, and you don't know how to submit, and you don't know how to lean on someone. But let me tell you, independence doesn't cancel out the desire to be soft, the desire to be submissive. It doesn't cancel out femininity. It doesn't mean that we don't want to be loved, cared for, or even spoiled a little bit. But the truth is, most independent women secretly long for freedom to put that armor down that they have to put on every day. They want to be held. They want to be soft. I want to be soft. But because of how like society views us, we often feel like we have to keep proving our strength. Even in places and spaces where we crave that softness. So then what happens? Start shrinking, or sometimes we get labeled as difficult. And honestly, it's a lose-lose situation. And moving on, there comes the emotional weight, the constant decision making, the bills, my son, your kids, my career, the fact that I'm a student trying to earn that bachelor's degree, the expectations, being the strong friend, the reliable daughter, the awesome, unshakable mother. It's exhausting. I'm tired. And sometimes when people look at independent women, they clap for their accomplishments. Oh, she's doing it. She's working, being a mom, being that daughter, working on her degree, being team mom for her son's football team. But at what cost? At what cost? I get lonely at night. My bed is cold on the other side. I hold back tears. Sometimes because I honestly, I don't want to look weak. They don't see all the guilt we feel even when we think about asking for help. It is so hard for me to ask for help. So hard and hard to receive, like I said earlier. Society has taught us that needing someone is weakness, but not needing anyone, period, that's just coldness. So most of the time we're just stuck in the middle, fighting fights and battles that nobody else sees. So I'm going to have a series called The Plight of the Independent Woman. And we're going to reflect on everything I've talked about tonight. The relationships, the crown and the cage, the emotional weight of everything. And we're going to figure this out. We're praised for being strong, but rarely given space to be soft. We're admired for carrying it all, but hardly ever offered a safe place to sit down. And I know I'm not the only one who feels this. Some of you watching, you've been in the same tug of war, wanting to be independent, but also wanting to be cared for. Wanting to put that leadership role down and rest and follow. So honestly, I want to hear from you. Drop it in the comments. Let's see. What does independence mean to you? Do you feel like it's freedom? Or do you feel it's like a weight you didn't ask for? And before we close, I have this book that was gifted to me. It's called Prayers and Promises for Busy Moms. I think about 3 years ago, one of my coworkers gave it to me. And it sat on my desk. Well, I use it often at work. And it has verses and prayers to go along with anything that you're feeling, from acceptance to anxiety to joy to purpose to relationships to serving, wisdom, worry, everything. So since perseverance came up tonight in my heart, I want to share with you some of the verses that are in here. The first one is from Corinthians chapter 9, verses 24 and 25. In a race, all the runners run, but only one gets the prize. You know that, don't you? So run in a way that will get you the prize. The second one is Psalm 119, verse 10. I have tried hard to find you. Don't let me wander from your commands. The third one is from 2 Timothy 4 and 7. I have fought the good fight. I have finished the good race. I have kept the faith. And this last one, it really hit home when I read it. It's from Galatians chapter 6, verse 9. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. And the little prayer that comes with it, it says, God, show me where I can be of use and fill me with an energy that does not fade, even when met with aching muscles, competing desires, or ungrateful recipients. I know you are there in the middle of all that is good, and I don't want to miss an opportunity to meet with you. Help me to persevere in all that you have called me to. So, you know what? This is just the beginning of this conversation. Next, I've run across some TikToks and YouTube videos where women and men are speaking on this exact struggle. And believe me, most of the comment sections, they're lit. They say it all. So, of course, make sure you subscribe, turn on those notifications, share this with your friends, and stay tuned, because we're not just talking about independence, we're uncovering the cost of it. Adjust your crown, queen. Rest your heart. You are loved. You are held. And your reign is safe with me. Her voice, her truth, her throne. And as always, you can find me on Instagram at Conversations with Soft Rain, TikTok at Conversations with Soft Rain, and my email address is conversationswithsoftrain@gmail.com. Y'all send me in those letters, anonymous letters, anything you want me to talk about here on this channel. I look forward to hearing from y'all. See y'all next time.